Hey all, today we're going to be talking about theorems that have strictly to do with parallel lines. All the theorems we discussed today are strictly applicable to parallel lines. Let's go ahead and let's get started. So here we have our first theorem, which states, if two lines are parallel to the same line, then they are parallel to each other. So for example, if I know that this line A is parallel to line C, and on the other hand, if I know that line B is also parallel to line C, then I know for a fact that these two lines, lines A and line C, have to be parallel. Or in other words, all three of them are parallel to each other. Okay? And that's the first theorem that we've come across. Okay? So if I have two lines that are parallel to the same line, then those two lines were parallel. So if A and B are both parallel to line C, then A and B are also parallel to each other. Let's go ahead and let's talk about this next theorem. This next theorem says if two lines are perpendicular to the same line, then they are parallel to each other. So if I have two lines that were sort of cut by a transversal in a way, so if I have a line C that cuts them both and forms perpendicular lines, for those of you who don't know, perpendicular lines are lines that cross each other and they form 90-degree angles. And really, it's 90-degree angles on all of these. But we usually only label one. If I have two lines that form 90-degree angles with the same line, then I know that lines A and B, that these two lines have to be parallel. Okay? So if I have two lines, they get cut by another line and they form right angles, then I know that those two lines that were cut have to be parallel. So hopefully now you have somewhat of an understanding of what the theorems for parallel lines are, what they look like. As always, if you want to see them in action or sort of see an example of them, you have to stay tuned for different videos. This video was just an introduction of what they are. So hopefully now you get that. As always, just thanks for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for other videos.